You don't need to be everywhere for you to be able to land multiple clients online. Stop chasing after the golden goose. Stop chasing after the golden eggs, but instead do this. I have a client or a student who took my course, and her online work category was content writing. She was doing different type of projects. She was working with small business owners, entrepreneurs. She was writing content for websites and things like that. So she was a little bit busy. So when she created her profile, her content writing wasn't specific at the beginning, right? But I mean, it was focused on content writing and highlighting what she was good at, but she was open to all types of clients. So when she started getting online traction on different platforms, she was getting through a week, like she could get like 5 interviews, 6 interviews and stuff like that throughout the week. And a lot of those interviews panned out, and she was able to, start working with different clients. So at some point, she became booked and busy, which is the goal. You want to be booked and busy. You want to have a lot of people seeking out for you, because the more clients you have, essentially, the more money you end up making. But at some point, she realized that she didn't have to do all of that to be able to get new clients. Now, granted, when you are getting started, you are going to get a lot of traction, provided that you follow all the instructions, provided that you know how you approach the online marketplace, and provided that you have me as your coach, you're going to get a lot of traction. But here is the game changer, and here is what she did for her to keep getting clients without having to put herself out there so much. After her first job with one of her first 2 clients, then what she did was first of all, she delivered for that client, which means she came through. She did what she said she was going to do. She kept her word. She was communicative. She delivered the final product, and the client was extremely happy with what she did. And as a result of that, the client hired her as a recurrent content writer for him. The second thing that she did was she used the review that a client gave her, and she shared it on her other platforms. And that way, it helped her to generate more traction and to get more eyeballs on her profile. And as a result, she was able to land more clients. So this is just an example to show you that you don't need to be everywhere. You don't need to chase after too many clients. And that is particularly relevant if you feel like you don't have a lot of time. You have a 9 to 5, you have like a social life going on, you have kids, and even though you want to work online and you want to be present and so forth, like you don't necessarily have time to be on all platforms. So this is for you to be able to grow your income as a freelancer and make more. You don't necessarily have to be everywhere and have more clients. So here is how you want to grow if you are limited in time and you don't want to be on all platforms. Number one, either way. Number one, focus on one client. When you land your first online job, focus on that one client. Don't go around chasing for more clients at that time. Don't go around creating other profiles. I mean, after you land your first online job, you're going to have a high. You're going to feel like, yes, I can do this, yes, this is for me and so forth. But don't let that high make you want to go on different platforms, do a million things. Otherwise, you're going to be overwhelmed. Instead, focus on that one client. Build a relationship with that client. Deliver on your promise. Do the work. Go the extra mile. Communicate with the clients. Essentially, do your best when you're working with that client. Focus on only that one client and make sure that that client has the best experience you can offer as a freelancer. What that is going to do is going to, first of all, make that client a recurrent client, which means that he's going to hire you again for future services similar to that. And that client, because he's going to love your work so much, he's going to refer you to his other friends who want the same thing. I remember when I started working online, my first job was as a medical article writer for a psychoanalysis book, translator for a psychoanalysis book. And so it was my first online job, so I was very, very excited. And I did exactly the things that I am telling you to do right now. I was focused, I delivered, I did the work, I put in the time, I was communicating with the client and so forth. So I did all of that, and the client was impressed, not just by my professionalism, but also by the final outcome. And as a result of that, what he did was he referred me to his other friends who were not even on the online platforms. His other friends who were also writers who he knew will need somebody to translate their books. He referred me to them, and I was able to grow my income to get more gigs without even having to apply for other jobs. So when you are working with one client, don't neglect it. It doesn't matter how the client pays. It doesn't matter, what is the situation. If you have landed the job, deliver go above and beyond the expectations, and the client will be satisfied. And as a result of that, He is going to refer you and he's going to become a repeat client. The second thing is, when you focus on one client, whatever testimonial that client gives you, you can use that, to share on your online profiles everywhere, and that can serve as a way to attract more clients without you even have to apply. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to apply for jobs ever again after you finish your one job. No, but I'm just sharing with you strategies and techniques that you can use to decrease the burden of applying on your end, and maximize essentially on the work that you do and on the clients that you have. So by focusing on one client, when the client gives you a positive review, you can use that review and share it on your online work platforms, either or on your portfolio or even on LinkedIn and wherever. And when you share that review, other people in your network or other people who are looking at your profile are going to see that amazing work that you did, and they are going to contact you or keep you in mind or share your work, so that next time they're looking for somebody with the skills that you have, you are going to be top in line. You are going to be the first person that they turn to. So those are strategies to help you build more, get more clients without having to do too much work, and also maximize on the clients that you have without having to chase the golden goose. Don't put yourself everywhere in the get-go unless you have the time to do that. If you want to maximize on the clients that you have and your income, grow your income more, focus on that one client, and the one client is going to create a ripple effect and help you attract many more.